I've got to say, when I started my crypto portfolio just 1 month ago, I was expecting some volatility and maybe some crazy numbers. But even with this in mind, the last month has caught me completely off guard. One of my cryptocurrencies has more than 3x'd in such a short amount of time, which has blown my mind. More on this shortly. So in this video, I'm going to take you through who have been the winners and losers in my portfolio, and then let you know how much I've either gained or lost in just the last 30 days. I did get a fair amount of pushback last month when I showed how my portfolio was constructed, which I'll get into shortly. I am a big boy, so I can deal with it, so don't worry. I have had a few requests around crypto.com in terms of reviewing the platform, how the staking function works, and also a little bit around the Visa cards. But if there's anything else you'd like to know about crypto.com, then please do let me know. Your suggestions do end up being videos, which two of my videos have been from the comment section before, and I have actually got 3 crypto.com videos ready in the pipeline coming in the next month. So while you're on the way back up from the comment section, feel free to turn the thumbs up button from that nasty grey colour to a lovely blue. It really does help out my channel and helps highlight the content which you want to see more often. Anyway, on with the video. So as I said, I had a little bit of criticism on last video when I was announcing my portfolio, which mainly revolved around I'm too diversified, I'm overweighted in altcoins, and I need to look at the Sharpe ratio. Before I get into these responses, please keep these sort of comments coming. By questioning each other, I learn, you might learn, and we collectively get better. So if there's something that you like or don't like, then please do share your opinion. So let's address them in these comments, as quite a few of you might have the same thoughts. Here is my point of view and responses. In terms of being over diversified, I am split on this one. I half agree, half disagree. I agree that my market cap weightings are very heavy on altcoins, which I'm probably going to address in the future. Considering how much of the overall market is weighted just in Bitcoin in terms of market cap, it does mean that I'm holding roughly a fifth the amount of Bitcoin than I really should be. But if I am transparent, the one thing that really puts me off about Bitcoin is the fact that I think Bitcoin might only 10x in the future, which is a limited upside in terms of scope of crypto. Right now, I can't see it having a larger market cap than gold, but if you disagree or have further thoughts, then do let me know. But this doesn't mean I won't add to this position in the future. If and when I add any funds to crypto.com, I'll probably split my investment 50-50 across adding new coins and then bulking up the kind of large cap coins, meaning that over time I'll be generally putting more weight into the large cap coins, a bit like how my other investments are weighted. The last part of criticism I had over my decision was the fact that my portfolio wasn't good from a Sharpe ratio point of view. If you aren't aware of the Sharpe ratio, then basically it's a form which gives your portfolio a score on its risk versus reward. So how volatile it is versus how much growth you might be able to expect. I'm not going to go into detail about the Sharpe ratio, but for me it has one extremely large flaw. The whole model is based off historical data. It's like looking at the stock market and thinking, oh, Apple's done well for the last 20 years. That means it's going to keep on going like that for the next 20 years. If that was true, no one would invest in anything outside established companies. The Sharpe ratio only gives exposure to good investments, and I do use the word good loosely. Once the investment of choice has been good for a period of time, it just gets included in the Sharpe ratio. Just because the investments perform well historically doesn't give any indication of how it might perform in the future. For me, the Sharpe ratio goes in the same bucket for people who look at 30-day averages and support levels. I personally believe it doesn't add any value and you don't get any better returns by looking at this. Anyway, I'm sure I've probably upset a few people there, so I better move on quickly. I have had a handful of comments where I haven't included some smaller cryptocurrencies which might have been in the news recently. An example would be Engine, following the hype around NFTs. If you don't know what NFTs are, they're non-fungible tokens. I have said I'm only going to include cryptocurrencies once they break into the top 20 for a sustained period of time. So there is a few on my list at the moment which I'm looking at, which include Filecoin, Avalanche and some others. If I was to add some more to my portfolio, then it would just be small positions in these coins, just to gain a little exposure to the projects, nothing else. So the big question, where has my account got to? Well, to give you a quick recap, at the start of March I invested £1,980 into crypto.com. It was just short of £2,000, but there was a mix of sign-up bonuses, a few fees for moving money on there, and I think the market dipped slightly. If you are interested in using crypto.com, then feel free to use my link in the description. By using this link, you'll get $25 worth of free crypto. It's free money, so it's not a bad deal. All you've got to do is sign up. That's it. Well, within the last 30 days, my portfolio has increased by a whopping £300, which is plus 14%. I honestly can't believe it. I really did think I was going to be in the red for quite a while. I'm hoping that I haven't weirdly foreshadowed my next month's update. My portfolio at one point was down around 5%, but then it has been up as high as £2,350, which is an increase of 22%. I'm expecting my portfolio to swing quite wildly up and down if I'm honest. It's going to be pretty volatile. But saying that, I'm really pleased with the performance so far. There's not many investments where you can get an increase of 14% in just a short amount of time. I must warn though, investing in crypto is extremely risky. And for this reason, I only invest a small percentage of my overall investments. It means if this portfolio went to zero, it'd only have a small impact on my overall investments. While I'm at it, let me clarify, I am not a financial advisor, so please don't take any of my comments as financial advice, as I'm not qualified to do so. The 14% growth though only tells part of the story. What I find most interesting is a mix of performances across my portfolio, especially after the criticism I received over diversification. 13 out of my 20 cryptocurrencies have grown, while the other 7 have declined. Without going through all my coins, let me highlight the top 3 and bottom 3 performers. My worst performing cryptocurrency was sythetics at a negative 19%. This is actually really lucky for me as it was one of my smallest positions. This 19% decline is just £3. My top decliners were actually tied between Stellar and AAVE, which both declined by 7.2%. From an actual cash point of view, the impact of all these 3 is negative £14, so I take that as a massive victory. Most interestingly, I've had some really big movers. So at number 3, I had Tezos, which increased by a respectable 16%, but that is massively dwarfed by my top 2. At number 2, I have VeChain, which increased by 117%, which is chump change versus my top grower of the month. My best performing cryptocurrency grew over 233%, which is actually taking the value of this position from £59.40 all the way to £198. This altcoin is Theta. Honestly, I kept on checking it every few days and it seemed to grow by 10 to 20% every few days. It was pretty wild. From what I can understand, Theta is nailing key partnerships left and right, all the way with Google, Fail Army and also Lionsgate. They really are the runaway leaders when it comes to video streaming within the blockchain space. If you want to check Theta out, then go look at their video streaming site at theta.tv. Talking about gains, after 5 days in setting my account on crypto.com, I managed to get round to staking some of my crypto. For those who don't know about this feature, I'm basically locking in my crypto to earn a return. It means I can't trade or sell what I've staked. It's fully locked away. I was only able to stake Bitcoin and Ethereum, as those are the only coins where I had the minimum amount required to stake. Some others you can stake, but I didn't have the amount to do so. I chose to lock away my Bitcoin and Ethereum for 90 days for a return of 4.5%. So, after just 3 weeks, I have a grand total of £1.26. Look, I know it's not a lot of money, but it's completely passive income. You might be sat there thinking this is a massive no-brainer. We're in such a low interest rate environment, so you're getting literally nothing back from the banks. And I'm getting 4.5% of my money back, guaranteed, which is insane. But do remember, all this investment is tied up in cryptocurrency, which is extremely volatile. I would definitely do it if you're planning on holding crypto for the long term, but I wouldn't pump money just into crypto just to do this. So, what are my plans going forward? There is actually a lot I want to achieve on crypto.com. The way that the system is designed on crypto.com is that you get more benefits for the more you've got invested. So, the first thing I'd love to do is to be able to stake more of my altcoins. At the moment, I don't meet the minimum thresholds needed to stake them, so what I'd love to do is to build those positions up so I can stake more of my coins. The second is getting more CRO or crypto.com coins, and this will allow me to unlock additional benefits on the site. This would include giving me access to better Visa cards. I have actually just ordered the lowest card in the range, as I don't have the £300 worth of CRO to unlock the next best one. So for now, I'm just going to have to make do with the 1% cashback I get on any of my spend. I am planning on doing a video on these cards over the next few weeks, so stay tuned. Overall, I want to slowly build out my positions on crypto.com, but I'm not going to prioritise investing on here instead of my Vanguard account. My goal is to have at least 2% on here, which at the moment I'm meeting fairly well, so there's no urgent need to invest anymore. Personally, I'm still in a position where I believe that crypto should be a hedge to a position rather than somebody's main portfolio, but do what you want. At the end of the day, it's your judgment, not mine. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. If you're interested in creating a hedge position in crypto, then feel free to use my links in the description. You get $25 for just signing up. That's all you need to do. It really is free money. It might be worth doing if actually you're interested in crypto, but you don't want to invest money into it. So anyway, check it out. If you've made it this far into the video, then a massive thank you from me. You might be mindlessly watching this video right now, but it really does support my channel. If there's anything else you'd like to see or hear my thoughts about, then let me know in the comments below. I am planning on releasing several videos over the next month on crypto.com, so if you are interested, then please consider subscribing. On top of crypto and crypto.com, I do other content on this channel, which mainly revolves around investing. My other main portfolio is over on Vanguard, so feel free to check out my thoughts on where I think it's best to invest my money. That's all for this update. Expect to see my next crypto.com update sometime around early May. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.